John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear.
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear.
That you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of your ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Vice President Johnson, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chief Justice, President Eisenhower, Vice President Nixon, President Truman, Reverend clergy,
I hope that
fellow
she'll turn a
citizens.
quarter and kill.
We observe today not a victory of party, but a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you and Almighty God the same solemn oath our forebears prescribed nearly a century and 3/4 ago. The world is very different now, for man holds in his mortal hands the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life. And yet the same revolutionary beliefs for which our forebears fought are still at issue around the globe. The belief that the rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of that first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit the slow
I just
undoing
don't want to use it here and then somebody
of
claims
those
me killed.
human rights to which this nation has always been committed and to which we are committed today at home and around the world. Let every nation know,
I want to catch them rotating.
whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden,
Come on, we gotta do something.
meet any hardship,
Yeah.
support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty.
Yeah, so
This much we pledge
I
and
don't
more.
think I have.
To those old allies whose cultural and spiritual origins we share, we pledge the loyalty of faithful friends. United, there is little we cannot do in a host of cooperative ventures. Divided, there is little we can do. For we dare not meet a powerful challenge at odds and split asunder.
On my mark.
To those new
Yeah,
states whom we welcome to the ranks of the free, we pledge our word that one form of colonial control shall not have passed away, merely to be replaced by a far more iron tyranny. We shall not always expect to find them supporting our view, but we shall always hope to find them strongly supporting their own freedom, and to remember that in the past, those who foolishly sought power
Enemy spotted.
by riding the back of the tiger
Looks like we have it for
ended
free
up
here.
inside.
He just ran us out of him.
To those people in the huts and villages of half the globe struggling to break the bonds of mass misery, we pledge our best efforts to help them help themselves. For whatever period is required, not because the communists may be doing it, not because we seek their votes, but because it is right. If a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich. To our sister republic, south of our border, we offer a special pledge to convert our good words into good deeds, in a new alliance for progress, to assist free men and free
The more
government
experience we get out of it.
in casting off the chains of poverty. But this peaceful revolution of hope cannot become the prey of hostile powers. Let all our neighbors know that we shall join with them to oppose aggression or subversion anywhere in the Americas. And let every other power know that this hemisphere intends to remain the master of its own house. To that world assembly of sovereign states, the United Nations, our last best hope, in an age where the instruments of war have far outpaced the instruments of peace, we renew our pledge of support to prevent it from becoming merely a forum for invective, to strengthen its shield of the new and the weak,
We could
and to
rotate
enlarge
them,
the area in which its grit may run. Finally, to those nations who would make themselves our adversary, we offer not a pledge, but a request that
Yeah, we
both
can do
sides
this now. We just have to be
begin
decisive.
anew the quest for peace.
I would like
Before
to,
the dark powers of
I just
destruction,
don't have the bomb, so I don't have to make the
unleashed
call.
by science, engulf all humanity in planned or accidental self-destruction. We dare not tempt them with weakness,
If I can make it.
for only when our arms are sufficient beyond doubt can we be
Yeah.
certain beyond doubt
I wanted to reload.
that they will never be
Couldn't
employed.
play this guy at this point.
But neither can two great and powerful groups of nations take comfort from our present course, both sides overburdened by the cost of modern weapons, both rightly alarmed by the steady spread of the deadly atom, yet both racing to alter
What?
that uncertain balance of terror that stays the hand of mankind's final war. So let us begin anew, remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and sincerity is always subject to proof. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but
just
let us
forward.
never fear to negotiate.
I'm watching here.
Let both sides explore what problems unite us, instead of belaboring those problems which divide us. Let both sides, for the first time, formulate serious and precise proposals for the inspection and control of arms, and bring the absolute power to destroy other nations under the absolute control of all nations. Let both sides seek to invoke the wonders of science instead of its terrors. Together, let us explore the stars, conquer the desert, eradicate disease, tap the ocean depths, and encourage the arts and commerce. Let both sides unite to heed in all corners of the earth the command of Isaiah to undo the heavy burden and let the oppressed go free. And
Good job.
if a beachhead of cooperation may push back the jungle of suspicion,
30 seconds
let
left.
both sides
This is
join in
spooky.
creating a new endeavor,
We're
Not a
picking
new
somewhere
balance of
completely
power.
different.
but a new world of law, where the strong are
Last
just
player standing.
and the weak secure.
It's too
And the
late,
peace
yeah.
preserved.
I don't know, I thought we were
All
nearby
this
each
will
other
not
at
be
first.
finished in the first 100 days, nor will it be finished in the first 1,000 days,
That was
nor
the
in the life
penetration.
of this
Killed-
administration,
Killed two with one shot.
nor even perhaps in our lifetime on this
That's my
planet.
second one of the day.
But let us begin.
Penetration sounds stupid.
In your hands,
I was
my
trying to
fellow
think of the real
citizens,
term for it.
more
That
than
was
mine,
my second collateral of the day.
will
There you
rest
go.
the final success
And
or
you guys were
failure
there for both of
of
them.
our court.
All right,
Since
next
this
time-
country
next
was
time I'm gonna
founded,
say collateral, yeah.
Each generation of Americans has been summoned to give testimony to its national loyalty. The graves of young
All right,
Americans
so did the enemy just
who
surrender?
answered the call to service
Fuck?
surround the globe.
I was wondering what just happened.
Now
I thought
the
we
trumpet
surrendered. I was like, what?
Summons us again, not as a call to bear arms, though arms we need, not as a call to battle, though in battle we
Yeah, I
are,
didn't expect the
but a
surrender,
call
though.
to bear
So
the
it ended up
burden
making it not as
of
worth
a
it as it
long
should have been to play
twilight
that game.
struggle, year in and year out, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, a struggle against the common enemies of man, tyranny, poverty, disease, and war itself. Can we forge against these enemies a grand
Yeah,
and
whatever you
global
wanna
alliance,
do.
north and south, east and west, that can assure a more fruitful life for all
Match
mankind?
found.
Will you join
I'm
in
refilling
that
my water, so I
historic
may
effort?
have to take last on who I'm playing.
In the
I don't
long
everyone, so
history
if
of the world,
everyone I play gets taken,
only
I
a
don't really
few
care. I'll just pick
generations
someone random.
have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I
Hey,
do not
Phoenix
shrink
is
from this
still open.
responsibility. I welcome it.
Well, Phoenix for sure.
I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The
like,
energy,
it's
the
kind
faith,
of weird.
the
I
devotion
don't know why they made her look
which
like that.
we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it,
She just has
and
an
the
oddly
glow
shaped
from
face,
that
and I
fire
don't like her nose either.
can truly light the world. And so, my fellow Americans,
They should have made her
ask
keep her
not
mask on, so like you
what
could keep
your
the
country
mystery,
can
the
do
mystery
for
alive,
you.
kind of like with.
ask what
with
you can
Kakashi.
do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world,
Yeah, exactly.
ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you press X
Finally,
before you even
whether
let
you
the ult out,
are
she just puts her mask on.
Citizens
just
of
preemptively.
America or citizens of the world, ask of us here the same high standards of strength and sacrifice which we ask of you. With a good conscience, our only sure reward, with history the
In,
final judge
yeah,
of our
you-
deeds, let us go forth to lead the land we love, asking his blessing and his help, but knowing that here on earth, God's work must truly be our own.
I don't know about this Raze on our team. She is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
Hey, she twitched a little. I saw it. Yeah, she moved just ever so slightly. Oh, there's somebody out there next to the power-up. Oh.
Careful.
I got gold gunned in the left eardrum.
Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted.
The hunt begins.
One enemy remaining.
Were you watching Raze? What the hell is happening? How is Brimstone not killing her?
Screen down.
Dang, you're paving the way for
Screen down.
it.
Last round before the switch.
This party's just begun.
These parties just begun. I agree.
Fight? That's fun.
I agree. Like the person in the video I was watching kept saying he over and over. I was like, look at her hands. It's definitely a chick. I can tell. Yeah. I can tell, like, just judging by the other female characters, that that's a chick. Her hands are rendered the same way.
Toxins going up.
Sorry, bro. Come on, let's go!
Toxin screen down. Watching this
Thanks.
location.
I did it mainly for the heal, but I knew there's a risk
Toxins
involved.
poison orb
But
emitting.
now there's no risk because you were there. I
Toxin
want to try
screen
and
down.
go for
Poison's
B.
off.
I'm gonna flash in here.
Toxins poison orb emitting.
Last player
She's
standing.
CT. I died in one hit.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, she's CT.
Toxin screen down. Toxin poison orb emitting.
Hi. That was weird looking. Because she showed up to kill you right
Switching
then.
sides.
Why is that?
Brimstone can't stop me.
He stunned her, then killed her.
Enemy spotted.
The stupid wolf bullshit.
My ult's ready. What?
Toxin poison orb emitting. Careful.
Spike planted.
Toxin screen poison's off. Toxin poison orb emitting.
Last player standing.
Toxin screen down.
She got outplayed, damn.
Match point.
I get that way a lot too. Like, I just start doing progressively worse until I take a break.
Get out of my way!
Those are pretty funny, yeah.
Last player standing. Spike planted. Attackers win.
That was good timing when you said that. Because then the pressure is on and then I die by getting shot in the back.